So good afternoon. Today we are going to discuss about thermal power plant. So the objective of this lecture is to introduce students to different aspect of power plants, and the outcome will be that student will be able to understand the principle and working of thermal power plant and the different components of the thermal power plant. So there are various power plants by which we can generate the electricity. For example, thermal power plant, a nuclear power plant, hydropower plant, gas power plant. So there are so many power plants. But in India, the major generation of electricity is through the thermal power plant. So 75% of electricity is generated through the thermal power plant. Now, these are the content of this lecture: introduction, working principle, general layout of thermal power plant, main equipment, waste generation and their control, advantages and disadvantages, and references. So first we come to the introduction. So what is thermal power plant? A thermal power plant converts the heat energy of coal into electrical energy. Coal is burnt in a boiler which converts water into steam. The expansion of steam in turbine produces mechanical power which drives the alternator coupled to the turbine. And thermal power plant contribute maximum to the generation of power for any country. So as previously I told you that the maximum power generation in India is through the generation of electricity through the thermal power plant. So basically, thermal power plant. What is thermal power plant? Thermal power plant basically generate the electricity through the steam. Okay. In detail, we will discuss about thermal power plant later. So basically, what we do, we use the heat energy of coal to generate electrical energy. Thermal power plant constitutes 75.43% of the total installed captive and non-captive power generation in India. In thermal generating stations, coal, oil, natural gas, etc. are employed as primary source of energy. So, as a fuel, you can use coal, oil, or any other natural gases as a primary source of energy in thermal power plant. So basically, what we are doing in thermal power plant, we are taking some fuel and we are burning the water, we are boiling the water. Water is converted into the steam, and that steam is used to generate electricity. And I will tell you how a steam generate electricity in the next slide. So, working principle. Firstly, the water in actually thermal power plant have many equipments. We will discuss about these equipments later. First, what we have to do? First, we have to take water. Okay. First, we have to take water into the boiler from a water resource. Okay. So most of the thermal power plant are constructed at that place where you can get easily water. So firstly, the water is taken into the boiler from a water source. Then this water, yeah, of or you can say the boiler is heated with the help of coal. The increase in temperature helps in the transformation of water into steam. The steam generated in the boiler is sent through a steam turbine. Now, the turbine has blades that rotate when high velocity steam flows across them. This rotation of turbine blades is used to generate electricity. And these kind of turbines have higher RPM. It can rotate 3000 times in a minute. Okay, so it is rotating very fast and you can easily generate the electricity. So a generator is connected to the steam turbine. When the turbine turns, electricity is generated and given as output by the generator, which is then supplied to the consumers through high voltage power lines. So basically, what is the working principle of thermal power plant? Basically, thermal power plant is in thermal power plant we use coal as a fuel, and coal heated the water in a boiler, and that water is converted into the steam, and large amount of steam is thrown to the turbine. When it is thrown to the turbine blades gets rotated, and turbine is directly connected to the generator. And when turbine rotate, the generator also rotate, and generator uh, create generate the electricity. So basically what we are doing, we are taking heat energy of the coal to get the steam. Then this heat energy is converted into the mechanical energy, which is thrown to the turbine. That mechanical energy is converted into the electrical energy through the generator. So this is the concept of thermal power plant. So 75% of electricity which is generated in India is through the thermal power plant. There are some power plants in India. Uh, there are many thermal power plants in India, but uh, four thermal power plants which has very higher generation, which has many number of and number of units in their plants. For example, Mundra Thermal Power Station, which is situated in Gujarat, its generating capacity is 4,620 megawatt. Number two, Vindhyachal Thermal Power Station, which is situated in Madhya Pradesh, and its capacity is 4,260 megawatt. Next is your Ultra Mega Power Plant Gujarat, which is also situated in Mundra. That is has the electrical energy capacity which is 4,150 megawatt. And next is your KSK Mehendi Power Project Chhattisgarh. Its generating capacity is 3,600 megawatt. So these are four power plants which has higher capacity of generation. So now we come to the general layout of the thermal plant. I already told you that there are many equipments which are situated in thermal power plant to generate the electricity. So you can see in this diagram that it has many equipments. Let's start through the boiler. So in boiler, we what we do, we heat up the water through the coal, and this water is transferred to the this steam is transferred to the turbine, and this turbine is directly connected to the generator. So when this steam is thrown to the blades of turbine, the turbine rotates, and the mechanical energy of this turbine is converted into the electrical energy through this generator or alternator, and then this electricity is supplied through three-phase power supply to the consumer. So there are other equipments like ash handling plant. So ash handling plant basically used to handle the ash which is remaining after burning the coal. Then precipitator, which is used to remove the dust particle through the flue gases. Air preheater actually is it is used to heat the coal or the fuel. The economizer and condenser water pump, it is used to condense the water. And this is your cooling tower, this is your circulating water pump. So each and we will discuss each and every equipment in the next slide. So this is the basic layout of the thermal power plant. So basically thermal power plant, what we are doing, we are taking heat of the coal. That heat energy is converted into mechanical energy. Then this mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy by the help of the generator. So these are the main equipments of thermal power plant. One is your coal handling plant, another your pulverizing plant, third is your boiler, fourth is your turbine, next is your condenser, next cooling towers and ponds, fifth is your next is your feed water heater, then economizer and air preheater. So first we will discuss about coal handling plant. So what is coal handling plant? So coal is transported to power station by rail or road and stored in coal storage plant and then pulverized. So the function of coal handling plant is automatic feeding of coal to the boiler furnace because we need a large amount of coal. So we can't feed that coal by manually. So we need some automatic uh, machines or some procedure by which the coal must be feeded in the boiler or furnace automatically. So the coal handling plant is basically to get the coal from the getting the coal from some other places by rail or road. Then it is stored in a storage in the plant. Then it is pulverized. So pulverizer is very important. Pulverized meaning we convert that coal. Actually, we get the coal in the form of stones, very big stones, right? Then it is break into small parts, and then it is crushed into the machine, so it comes into the powder form. Why we are doing pulverization? Because if you burn coal directly, it will not converted its whole heat into to we can't use the full heat of coal, so we convert it into the powder form. So surface area increases and it easily burn into the furnace. Then the function of coal handling plant is automatic feeding of coal to the boiler furnace. A thermal power plant burns enormous amount of coal. So a 200 megawatt plant may require around 2000 tons of coal daily. Pulverizing. In modern thermal power plant, coal is pulverized, that is ground to dust like size and carried to the furnace in a stream of hot air. Pulverizing is a means of exposing a large surface area to the action of oxygen and consequently helping combustion. So this is the main concept of pulverization. Pulverizing process consists of three stages classified. First, we feed the water, we feed the coal, then we dry it. Third, we grind it. So boiler. The function of boiler is to generate steam at desired pressure and temperature by transferring heat produced by burning of fuel in a furnace to change water into steam. Now, what is the use of turbine? So in thermal power plant, generally three turbines are used to increase the efficiency: high pressure turbine, intermediate pressure turbine, and low pressure turbine. About these turbine in detail, we will discuss in the next lecture. So what is the main use of turbine? Actually, it converts the heat energy of steam into the mechanical energy. Because when the steam is thrown to the turbine blades get start to rotate, and the heat energy is converted into the mechanical energy by the use of turbine. Now, very important part, that is condenser. So the surface condenser is a shell and tube heat exchanger where cooling water flows through the tubes, and exhaust steam fed into the shell surrounds the tube. As a result, steam condenses outside the tube. So there are actually this is the procedure by which we can convert the steam into again water. So steam cannot be wasted. So the surface condenser is like a tube. It has tubes, cooling tubes. Between these tubes, we supply the exhausted steam, or we fed the exhausted steam into the shell, which is surrounded by the cooling tubes. So this steam is condensed outside the tubes and again converted into the water. This water is again uh, supplied to the boiler. So by using the condenser, we can reutilize the exhausted steam. So you can see in the diagram that these are the water tubes and this is the steam. So this steam is converted into the water. Then this is your water outlet where you can uh, fed this water into the boiler. So this is your condenser. Now cooling towers and ponds. A condenser needs huge quantity of water to condense the steam. So most plants use cooled cooling system where warm water coming from condenser is cooled and reused. So cooling tower is a steel or concrete hyperbolic structure with the height. Next is your feed water heater. So feed water heater improves overall power plant efficiency. How? Actually, thermal stress due to cold water entering the boiler drum are avoided. So quality of the steam produced by the boiler is increased by feed water heater. Next, which is very important part of thermal power plant, economizer. So flue gases coming out of the boiler carry lot of heat. An economizer extracts a part of this heat from flue gases and uses it for heating feed water. Actually, when you burn the coal, there are some flue gases which goes into the environment. So economizer what does, it extract the heat of flue gases, and that heat is again uses to heat the feed water which is going to the boiler. So and by using these economizer, we are saving coal consumption and we are increasing the efficiency of the boiler. That's why this is called economizer. Now, air preheater, it is also the important equipment or part of the thermal power plant. The function of air preheaters is to preheat the air before entering to the furnace. By utilizing some of the energy left in the flue gases before exhausting them to the atmosphere. So, after flue gases leave economizer, some further heat can be extracted from them and used to heat incoming heat. So, cooling of flue gases by 20 degrees centigrade increases the plant efficiency by 1%. So what it mean actually? What is the use of air preheater? Actually, you required some air to heat up the coal. Okay, so these flue gases, economizer extract their heat from the flue gases. Then again, it supply to the boiler. Like this, the flue gases which is coming through the economizer. These flue gases are used to heat the air which is going into the boiler. So, heating by using this air preheater, after flue gases leave economizers, some further heat can be extracted from them and used to heat incoming heat. Cooling of flue gases by 20 degrees centigrade increases the plant efficiency by 1%. Advantages. So this is all about the thermal power plant that mm, what is thermal power plant? So thermal power plant basically used to generate electricity. So thermal power plant, there are many equipments which is used to generate electricity. By using these equipments, we can easily generate the electricity. And the main fuel of thermal power plant is coal. So coal is, we are getting coal from some other places by using some transport system like rail or some roads by roads. Then this coal is pulverized. Pulverized means the coal is divided into small particle, and then after that this is grind. We grind this particles of stone, which come into the form of powder. So the surface area increases, and we can easily burn the coal, and we can increase the efficiency of the boiler, or you can say the heat energy we can easily convert into the mechanical energy. So this coal is used to burn the water. Then this water is converted into the steam. Then this steam is supplied to the turbine. Before going to through the turbine, this steam is passes through air preheater or economizer. So actually what happens, the exhausted steam transferred to the condenser. Exhausted steam which is coming into the condenser, it is converted again into the water. Then this water is again supplied to the boiler. What economizer does, what is the working of economizer? Economizer actually it extract the heat of flue gases which is coming through the boiler, and the heat is extracted. Again it is used to um uh, boil the water, or used to convert the water into the steam. And like this preheater is used to extract the dust particle of the flue gases. So these are the most important equipment of thermal power plant, by which we can increase the uh, capacity or efficiency of the thermal power plant. So basically, a thermal power plant convert heat energy into mechanical energy. Then this mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy. Now we comes to the advantages of thermal power plant. So what are the advantages of thermal power plant? The fuel used is quite cheap, less initial cost as compared to other generating station. Actually, there are two type of cost. We will discuss in detail it later, but in brief, I can explain over here. One is your operating cost, and one is your capital cost. So the it required initial less initial cost as compared to other generating stations like hydropower plant, or some other plants like gas power plant or nuclear power plant. And third one is your, it can be installed at any place irrespective of the existence of coal. The coal can be transported to the site of plant by rail or roads. Disadvantage. The big disadvantage of thermal power plant is it pollutes the atmosphere due to producing large amount of smoke and fumes. Higher maintenance cost and operating cost is required, and it required huge amount of water. So these are the basic three disadvantages of thermal power plants. So big disadvantage is the pollution. So it is the point which must be considered when you are situating thermal power plant, and you must do some arrangement for pollution. So the flue gases which is going into the environment can't pollute the environment. And high requirement of water, because the main requirement of steam, which is used to convert the heat energy into the mechanical energy, and mechanical energy is converted into the electrical energy. So these are the disadvantages of the thermal power plant. Now, these are the references book by which you can easily understand the generation of power. One of them is electrical power generation, transmission and distribution by Singh SN. Next is your generation of electrical power by B.R. Gupta. So this is the basics of the thermal power plant. That thermal power plant convert heat energy into mechanical energy. Then mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy. So heat energy of coal is used to convert water into steam. That steam is supplied to the turbine, which rotate the blades of turbine. So turbine rotates, and the steam is converting heat energy into the mechanical energy using the turbine. Then this turbine is directly connected to the generator, So this mechanical energy of the turbine is converted into the electrical energy. So now this is the procedure by using we are getting electrical energy from the thermal power plants. And the second most important thing, that the 75% of generation of electricity in India is through the thermal power plant. And the third part is the main equipment or thermal power plant. One is your boiler, second is your turbine, third is your generator, and some other equipments are your economizer, condenser, air preheater, and your air preheaters. Okay, so these are the equipments of the thermal power plant. And most important is pulverization. So pulverization is used to convert the coal into the powder form, so it can easily increase the surface area of coal, and it increase the efficiency, so it can easily burn into the boiler, which easily convert water into the steam. And the thermal power plant are situated nearest to some river or some other water resources, because the main source which is required for generate the electricity is water in thermal power. So this is all about your thermal power plant. If you have any question, you can ask me in the next lecture. Now this is the quiz which is based on this lecture. Okay, so let's solve the quiz. So your first question is, the commercial source of energy are. So everyone knows the commercial sources of energy are some thermal power plants, and there are four thermal power plants. Power plants. One of them is thermal power plant. Another one is your hydropower plant. Third one is your gas power plant. Fourth one is your nuclear power. Okay. So the commercial source of energy are your solar, wind, and biomass. B option is your fossil fuels, hydropower, and nuclear energy. Third option is your wood, animal wastage, and agriculture wastage. Fourth is your none of the above. So the answer is your B, fossil fuel, which means coal. Hydropower plants means water, and nuclear energy, uranium and all, by which we generate the energy. So these are the commercial sources of energy. Rest of are your conventional, non-conventional, or you can say renewable energy sources. So B is the right answer for this question. Now we come to the second question. In India, largest largest thermal power station is located at. So first is your Kota, B your Sarani, third is your Chandrapur, and Neyveli. So the answer is your Chandrapur. Third, for the safety of a steam boiler, the numbers of safety valve fitted are. Actually, in thermal power plant we are generating steam in large amount of steam, which is very heated. So for safety purpose, there are two wall are fitted in the boiler. So the right answer for this question is C, which is two. In thermal power plant, turbine is placed before boiler, in between boiler and generator, after generator, any of the above. So I have already told you that the steam which is coming through the boiler is thrown to the turbine. That turbine converts this mechanical energy into the electrical energy. So the turbine is placed, and after turbine, we connect a generator which converted mechanical energy into electrical energy. So the turbine is placed in between boiler and generator. So the right answer of this question is your B. So we come to the next question. What is your next question? Yeah. Next question is, the following is the correct order of energy conversion in thermal power plants. So the following is the correct order of energy conversion in thermal power plants. Option 1, chemical energy is converted into mechanical energy, then mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy. B is mechanical energy is converted into chemical energy, then chemical energy is converted into electrical energy. Then wind energy is converted into mechanical energy, and mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy. Then fourth part is your heat energy is converted into electrical energy, and electrical energy is converted into mechanical energy. So the correct answer is, very well, which is D, because we are taking coal as a fuel, which is converting heat energy into which is converting sorry heat energy into mechanical energy than electrical energy, or you can say chemical energy into mechanical energy into electrical energy. So answer is your A. The chemical energy is converted into mechanical energy, then mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy. This is the right answer for this question. Now we come to the next question, which is question number 6. Three in the steam condensing power plants. Actually, we already discussed about condenser. So, what were the function of condenser? The condenser was taking the exhausted steam and it was condensing the steam which were exhausted. So, the exhausted steam is again utilizing and it converted into water. Then again, this water is fed into the boiler. So, A part is the amount of energy extracted per kilogram of steam is increased. B is your the steam converted into water can be recirculated with the help of pump. C both A and B, and fourth is none of the above. So the answer is C both A and B. Now we come to the next question, which is in thermal power plants the dust of flue gases is trapped by. So we have already discussed the thermal power plants. The dust of flue gases is trapped by precipitator, economizer. What is the use of economizer? We have already discussed. We have discussed superheaters and air preheater. So the correct answer is precipitator because it extracts the dust of flue gases. Okay. Now, what is the use of economizer? So we have already discussed economizer is used to take heat of flue gases. Again, it is used to heat up the water and water is converted into the steam. Air preheater, the air which is supplied to the coal, which is already preheated by the heat of flue gases, which is going into the atmosphere. So precipitator is the right answer for the second question. Now, question number 8. The path of flue gases in thermal power plant is. The path of flue gases in thermal power plant is. One is your boiler, economizer, boiler to economizer, superheater, air preheater, boiler to superheater, air preheater, economizer, boiler to air preheater, superheater, economizer. So, first it is used, B is the right answer for this question, boiler, then it goes to superheater, then it goes to air preheater, then economizer. So, this is the path of flue gases. Okay. flue gases which is coming out through the boiler, it is goes to the superheater. Okay, the superheater extract the heat of these flue gases. Then it is passed through the air preheater. So it heat the air which is supplying to the boiler to heat up the coal. After that, it passes through the economizer. Okay, so you can see through the diagram also that it would be easy for you to understand the procedure. Okay, so boiler. Okay, after that it is going to the precipitator or superheater, then air preheater and economizer. So this is the procedure. Now, the following is not a component of thermal power plant. So we have already discussed all the components of thermal power plant, which is used to generate the electricity. So options are: one is condenser. Condenser is the component of the thermal power plant, yes. Cooling tower, yes, it is also the part of thermal power plant. Third is your turbine, which is also the part of your thermal power plant. Next one is your fuel tank. So fuel tank is not the part of thermal power plant. So the right answer of this question is D. Now come to the next question, which is your last question. With the increase in the efficiency obeys the law of diminishing returns. So we will discuss this question in the next lecture, but I can tell the answer of this question, which is pressure. So by increasing the pressure of steam, we can increase the efficiency of the power plant. So this is all about your thermal power plant. So what is thermal power plant? Thermal power plant is used to generate the electricity by using the coal. So first coal is converted into small particles, or you can say in the powder form by the help of pulverization. Okay, then this coal is used to heat up the water. So this coal is burnt into the furnace, and the furnace where we pass the air through the air preheater, which is where air is heated the by the help of flue gases, and this hotted air is passes into the furnace, which help to burn the coal, which is in the powder form. When this coal is burnt into the furnace, it convert water into the steam. Then this steam is passes through the supply to the turbine blades, where turbine blades rotates, and the heat energy of the coal is converted into the mechanical energy. Then this turbine is directly connected to the generator. So generator is yeah, convert this mechanical energy into the electrical energy. So electricity is generated. So this is all about your thermal power plant. We have already discussed about different components of thermal power plant. We have discussed about advantages and disadvantages of thermal power plant. The main disadvantage of thermal power plant is it pollute the atmosphere, which is the point of consideration. Okay. Then we discussed about the layout of the thermal power plant, which has different kind of equipments, like for example, economizer, boiler, furnace, turbine, and some other like superheaters, precipitator, condenser, etc. Okay, so we have already discussed about different equipments, advantages and disadvantages, and different power plants which is situated in the India. So most of the generation is through the thermal power plants in India, which is almost 75%. So this is the conventional source of generating electricity. So this is all about thermal power plant. If you have any question, you can ask in this lecture or in the next lecture. Thank you.